I'd like to call Pastor Medell up here right now from the Riverview Methodist Church, and she's going to give the invocation.
These excited people. Good evening. As he said, my name is Pastor Carol, and I am from Riverview United Methodist Church. And trust me, I've got enough members here to qualify for a fan club. And I would be very remiss if I didn't mention that tomorrow, 4 o'clock, our church spaghetti dinner. Come join us in case you don't get enough to eat today.
You have tickets?
No. Just come with your money at the door.
Okay.
Plenty of seating. It is my honor to do the invocation again this year. At this event, in this light, be we several or many, let your love for community and our young people show through in all that we do. Day by day, let me see the grace that we have been given. Day by day, let me see the way to help those in our community. Day by day, let me see the beauty in each person that I meet. Day by day, let me hear the laughter of the youth. Day by day, let me see the goodness in all people that will inspire me to kindness. Let us begin our program with the founding principles of this foundation close to our hearts. Welcome, and let us begin.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Carol. My name is Fred Kyer, and I'm going to MC the program tonight again. And thank you. Before we start, I want everybody to know that this is the 100th year of Riverview becoming a jurisdiction. And I think they're going to have some festivities in the summertime, but we thought we would include some of that information in the program. So we've been here a while, even longer than Jerry Perry has. So. All right, first of all, I'd like to introduce our gold sponsors. So when I name your organization, please come up and get your certificate. First, we have Mike and Miko Caesar, the Caesar Capital Management, LLC. And I want to say something about the Caesar family. They donate $20,000 to the Riverview Hall of Fame for the last, and they plan on continuing to do that. The scholarships for the Hall of Fame are primarily covered by that donation. So any of the other people that have interest in contributing to that, we're more than welcome to accept those donations also. Do we have their certificate? I don't think anybody's here. Okay, C.E. Raines Company. City of Riverview. I'm only letting him talk once tonight, so. Ed and Mary Zellner.
I'll take Raines, too.
Okay.
C.E. Raines? Yeah.
Pentec, Covier, and Kobiak Law Firm. The Riverview Board of Education. Riverview Towing. You better send a better looking one up here, I'm glad.
I know we had it up here. Slow down there, Freddie.
Okay.
Board of Education.
Dan had to go tow the ambulance.
And Widener Collision.
Thank you, Noah.
Thank you. Okay, well, we'll start our civic awards next. Okay, first of all, our first city award goes to the City Employee of the Year, Heather Hurd. She's been with Riverview District for 23 and a half years. She's currently the controller, and she's a outstanding person in the City Hall. Heather Hurd. Okay, next we have the Riverview DPW Worker of the Year, Devin Martin. Come on up, Devin.
I thought it was Justin.
No, this is Devin Martin. He's the utility service man for the Public Works Department. Great employee, never complains, completes his tasks when he's supposed to, and
He spent all day plowing, too.
yeah, he was out all plowing all day too. I bet he was. This is a well-earned award, according to Mr. Tabor. Good work, Devin. Firefighter of the Year, Justin Lesniak. Okay, this award is being accepted by the fire chief for the Firefighter of the Year. He's a full-time firefighter and paramedic for the city for the last 2 years. He's the IT guy in the office. He's also a helicopter emergency medical service and a continual quality improvement director. Justin Lesniak. Okay, the next is our Kiwanian of the Year, Debbie Akarian. Debbie's lived in Riverview for the past 48 years. She retired after 20 years of service with the Riverview School District. She's been Kiwanian in Kiwanis Club for the last several years, and she spearheaded the effort to provide school district Great Start Readiness Reading Program, and she's volunteered for First Step and Domestic Abuse Shelter and Fishes and Loaves Community Pantry. Debbie Abkarian. And Mayor Andy Swift is going to present her with a plaque. Andy is also a Kiwanian.
Yep, I just want to take
Yo.
the thing.
I told you, it's only one time he gets to talk.
I told him I'd keep it to an hour and a half. I thank you, everybody, for coming. I do want to say that, come over here, Debbie. Debbie joined our club a few years ago, and she really saved the club. She doesn't realize this, but we needed a treasurer really bad. So Debbie stepped up and took the position, and we really appreciate it. Thank you, Debbie.
Okay, next is our American Legionnaire of the Year, Jerry Perry. Okay, Jerry graduated from Riverview in 1955. He was married for 62 years to his late wife, and he rose through the ranks. That's what I told him. He started out at the bottom, and he was hanging up coats when he came in here today. So he went from the start to the top to the back to the original beginning. He was director of public works for many years. He worked for Riverview for 43 years, and the last portion of that was the Director of Public Works. He's the one that began the, well, I don't know if began's the right word, but he did all the work for the flags that go around the pond at Memorial Day, and he has spearheaded that project all along. And he's worked his way up the seats in the American Legion, so he's getting near the first seat at the bar. Jerry Perry. Get his picture? Okay. Okay, next is Police Officer of the Year, Bob Bemis. Okay, Bob's been with the department for 25 years. His daughter is at SEAT. She's going to D.C. with me in a week. His wife, Lori. He's also been Police Officer of the Year in 2013, Medal of Honor for life-saving endeavors at the Senior Center Fire, Distinguished Service Award for capturing an armed robber, a letter of recognition for his alliance with the Riverview School District as a resource officer. Also, when I was the athletic director, I used to have to come up 4th Street and then turn down Sibley, and I wasn't very smart. There's a parking lot there in front of the old Harbor View or Harbor House, okay? So it's 50 miles an hour on 4th Street. Well, you turn down there and then it turns to 35. Well, I'm driving down there, coming in here to Riverview to work, and I see him, or I see the police car, and I look down, and obviously I was going faster than 35. So he turns his lights on, comes around, gets me out right up front out here. So he comes up to the car, and he says, "What are you doing?" So anyway, he let me go. Well, no. That's the true Riverview community. Except this dumbass does the same thing 2 days later. Now, I figured there was no donut shop there for him to be sitting at, so he wouldn't be there in 2 days in a row. Well, guess what? He was. Bob Bemis. Okay, next we have Senior Citizen of the Year, Diane Guffey. She's the president of the Riverview Senior Club. She's been at the senior clubs for 12 years. She's an officer of the Ladies Guild at her church, and she feels rewarded that she's been able to give back to the place she has called her hometown since 1985. Debbie Guffey. Diane Guffey, Debbie's sister. Okay, next we have the Riverview Sons of the American Legion, Man of the Year, Daryl Bartle. Now, Daryl Bartle and I started at Riverview High School the same year. That was my first year teaching. He was in my gym class. He was a freshman. And he's been with the Squadron 389 at the American Legion for nearly 25 years. He's generated ideas for the post, for the scholarship program that they give every year. And we honor that scholarship here, and we'll be doing that tonight also. Daryl Bartle. Next, we have the Business of the Year, Allen's Bowling and Trophy Supplies. Steve Allen. Steve Allen's business has been in Riverview for 30 years. Started over on King Road, and then he moved over here on 4th Street just recently. He's an accomplished bowler. He's had 35 300 games. You can add everybody else's 300 games up in here and not come to that number. He's accumulated 50 years of experience in the pro shop business, and he also is a full-service establishment where he does trophies and clothing, and people come from all over the downriver area to visit his shop. Steve Allen.
Thank you. Heavenly Father, to those who wish me harm, let me show love to them. To those who offer hate, let me show them that I care. May we all see that happiness is not found in material gains, but in generosity, compassion, kindness that we share with one another. To all those who are suffering, bring peace. May we seek forgiveness through positive action, through diligent and gracious conduct toward all people, regardless of who they are and where they come from. May we appreciate everyone for their differences and our sameness. Bless the food that we are about to share with others at our table. Bless those who prepared the meal and those who will eat what they prepared. Watch over us as we return to our private lives after this event. Keep us safe and keep us strong. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to move to the Riverview Community Schools Excellent Education Award. Start out with the Teachers of the Year. First of all, we have Tom Roberts. Riverview Community High School English teacher. Tom's been here for 24 years. He was a full-time English teacher back in 1999. See, now he knows how it is getting old when he has some of his former students up here getting awards. He was a former student of mine, that's what I mean. All right, and Ms. Zellner's also. He's a varsity swimming coach, freshman baseball coach. Most of all, he's the one that he loves his job. That's what's amazing. Now, he says he's a nerd, but I don't think that's the truth. Is he a nerd? I don't know, but he's a pretty good nerd. Tom has a great idea to instill confidence in kids and make sure they solve their own problems. He's always upbeat. He's always looking for the half full glass as opposed to the half empty one. Tom Roberts. Next, we have from Seats, Melissa Baxter. Now, Melissa's from Taylor, and you know the saying is that you can take the girl out of Taylor, but you can't take the Taylor out of the girl, right? Okay. I didn't make that up either. That's okay. Melissa's been employed in the Riverview schools for 3 years. She's a special education teacher at Seats, and they have one son named Keegan. She particularly loves building relationships with her students. Melissa Baxter. Next, from the Forest Elementary School, Ann Kissel. Ann is a third-grade teacher at Forest, and she's been there for 18 years. Now, Ann always has a smile on her face. Have you ever seen her without a smile? She's always upbeat, always sees the good side of everybody. She has 3 grown children, and I can't believe she's a grandmother. That's hard to believe. Ann Kissel. Next, from Huntington Elementary, Beth Tomasek. She also is a Riverview graduate. She's a 5th grade teacher at Huntington. They finally moved out of the locker that was in A Hall at Seats, and now they live in their own house. I think Mr. Tomasek knows what I'm talking about. She's been in Huntington for the last 7 years, and she has a 2-year-old and a 9-month-old, right? Is that right? Okay, I'll get it right. Extremely rewarding to watch her students learn and grow. Beth Thomasek. She is also part of the Hatzel family. Half of these people are, so. All right, next from Memorial, we have Megan Garodzinski. She's a kindergarten teacher. She's been teaching for 14 years. The last 12 have been in Riverview and at Memorial. She has 2 sons, Reed and Griffin. She likes playing with Legos. And she believes that her kindergartners or any young students, that is pride to feel when they believe they can do it themselves. Megan Garodzinski. No, that's not right. Garodzinski. I'll get it right. Come on, where's the Smiths and Joneses? Okay, now we have the support staff. First of all, we'll start with from Riverview High School, Lisa Gergely. She's a librarian media specialist, parapro at the high school. She's working in the school district for the last 10 years. 4 of them have been at her current position in the library. 2 children, both of whom attend Riverview. And she really likes to watch students grow as they progress from their freshman to senior year. Lisa Gergely. Next, from Seats Middle School, Rosalinda Dowdy. Rosalinda Dowdy is in charge of the cafeteria. She's in charge of the kitchen. I was down there for 20 years, so I would have known her real well. She's the ones that takes care of the catering for the things that need to get done. I believe they also do the elementary schools also. And Lisa Dowdy, or Rosalinda Dowdy, excuse me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Huntington Elementary School, Stacy Williamson Kalata. She's a school social worker at Huntington, and she's been a social worker for 21 years, solving a lot of problems. She has 2 awesome sons, ages 6 and 8. She loves working with students because they teach her and keep her fresh. Next, we have Forest Elementary School's Jack Miller. Now, this is a rarity, a male social worker. And he might be the only male at Forest, aren't you? One of them. One of them. All right, he's been at the district for 1 year, and he comes to us from Northfield. Jack Miller. Next, from Memorial Elementary School, another part of the Hatzel family, Kristen Hatzel. She is the media center professional at the library, at Memorial. I think they had to show her where the library was, but that's okay. She was on the softball field all the time, that's why. And then when I read all this nice stuff about her, I'm saying, who's this kid we're talking about? She's not the warm and fuzzy person I know. Anyway, Kristen and JJ, who is the superintendent, have two girls, Madeline and Nora. She loves the free hugs she gets from her kids every day. That's because she doesn't get any at home from JJ, I guess. I don't know. Any hugs, I mean.
Fred, stop.
Okay, next, the district-wide Employee of the Year, Shannon Fowler. She's the accountant in central office. She's been at Riverview for 8 years, and your paycheck comes through Shannon's hands every 2 weeks. Shannon Fowler. Okay, now we're going to the scholarship winners. Now, I'm not going to talk about them. They're going to talk about themselves. So when I call you up here, come on up, tell us about yourself, and if you are a sponsor of one of those people, you can come up there with them. So first we have the Sandy Meek Scholarship, Hunter Dilley.
Hello everybody, I hope everyone is having a great night. My name is Hunter Diley. I am a senior at Riverview Community High School. I played on the football team, I was a captain, made it to the state semifinals this year, ended in heartbreaking fashion, but what are you gonna do? I went to Forest, came in at 3rd grade, and Riverview was a very accepting place, made a lot of friends. Some of you may know me from, like I said, football, teaching me, giving me a stern talking to, or just seeing me around. But I love Riverview. I'm from Taylor. We already heard about that. I've been awarded the Sandy Meeks Scholarship. Miss Meeks to me is like a mother, well, grandmother, but me and her have always been close between school and all that. I asked her why she put up with all my stuff throughout middle school. Her response was, because I was funny. I always made trouble in her class, and she still chose me for the scholarship, which, because I was funny, I guess. She means a lot to me. Riverview means a lot to me. I'm really happy about being selected for this scholarship. I have 13 offers to go play football across the United States. I have not made a decision where I want to go yet, but I plan on studying criminal justice in college. Thank you. And one more thing, Bucks on top.
What are you doing this time next year, Hunter? We might have a job for you right here. Congratulations. Next, we have the Alpha Delta Kappa Scholarship, Dana LaFleur. Nancy Holloway will also come up.
Hi, I'm Dana LaFleur, winner of the Alpha Delta Kappa Scholarship. Next year, I will be attending Eastern Michigan University's College of Education to become a teacher, hopefully in this district. I'd like to thank everyone that made it possible for me to win this scholarship and put it toward my future. Thank you.
These are also Alpha Delta Kappa members that were former teachers at Riverview Community Schools. Nancy Finlayson, Nancy Holloway, and Jenny Binion. Jerry Binion. I'll get it right.
Camera shy, Tricia Lucchese.
Where's Lucchese? Come up here. Okay, next we have Ben Shaw, American Legion, Post 389.
Hello everyone, I'm Benjamin Shaw. I've gone to Riverview my entire life. I love every moment of it. Great school district. And I'm so glad to be here tonight to accept the American Legion Scholarship. I was actually at a state meet, so I made it here right in time. Very happy about that. And the food was amazing. But I'd like to thank the American Legion for this very generous scholarship. I couldn't be more grateful for it. And I wanted to thank every vet and any vet in the American Legion for their service to this country. It means a lot to me. And thank you very much. I will be going to Michigan State. That's my college, school of business, supply chain management, no big deal. But thank you very much. Thank you to the American Legion. God bless. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, next we have the Riverview Kiwanis Club Scholarship, Alyssa McFall.
Hi everybody, my name is Alyssa McFall. I'm the Riverview Kiwanis Scholarship winner. I've been going to the Riverview School District since first grade, so I went to Memorial Seats and now the high school. I'm planning on going into nursing and hopefully cheering in college. I've been on the varsity cheer team for the past 4 years now. I'm still undecided on which college I'm going to. I'm deciding sometime later this month. But I just want to say a huge thank you to Mayor Swift and the Riverview Kiwanis Club for this scholarship. It truly means a lot. Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, next we have the Nancy Holloway Memorial School Alumni Scholarship. Matthew Porter.
My name is Matthew Porter. I've been going to Riverview since I was in kindergarten, and I plan on studying physics at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. I'd like to thank Ms. Holloway for this scholarship and the whole Holloway family.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next, we have the Charles Mike Sell Memorial Scholarship. Marissa Prowley. Mary Mike Sell is also here. Chuck's daughter. Oops, I'm sorry. I'll get out of here.
Hi, I'm Marissa Poley. I'm the recipient of the Charles F. Mike Sell Memorial Scholarship. I'm committed to Central Michigan University, and I'm planning to major in biology with a focus towards pre-optometry. So long journey ahead of me. But I wanted to thank you, Miss Mike Sell. You were my student government mentor, and you were really amazing, so thank you.
Okay, next we have the Frank McClaskey Memorial Scholarship. Susie McClaskey will present it, and it's to Zachary Werling.
Hi, I'm Zach Werling. I've been in the Riverview School District since I was in kindergarten. I plan to go to Wayne State University and study construction management in the fall. I'm honored to receive this scholarship from Ms. McClaskey and the whole McClaskey family for your generous gift. And I'd like to thank my family, my teachers, my coaches, and the Riverview Hall of Fame.
Okay, next we have the Sons of the American Legion Scholarship, Megan Rogers.
Hello everyone, I'm Megan and I'm the recipient of the Sons of the American Legion Scholarship. And for the next 4 years, I will be continuing my academic and athletic career at the University of Michigan Dearborn. I will be playing golf and studying chemistry with a concentration in pre-pharmacy. And I'd like to thank the Sons of the American Legion themselves and my teachers and family for helping me get to where I am today. So, thank you.
Congratulations, Megan. Congratulations. Yep. Okay, next we have the Cox-Stein-Warbleski Scholarships. And for those who may not know, this is a scholarship from the Autofina Company after they had the fire and the 3 gentlemen died. And that there's a monument on the corner of Pennsylvania and Jefferson for that. And they still contribute to a yearly scholarship. And the Hall of Fame just happens to be the group that processes that through. So this is the Cox-Stein-Warbleski Scholarship. First of all, Jillian Fell.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jillian Fell. I am pursuing a degree for nursing at Monroe County Community College. I would like to thank the Cox-Stein-Warbleski Scholarship Committee for choosing me for the 3rd year. I'm really appreciative of this scholarship. I'd also like to thank my family, my grandpa for this opportunity, and of course Mary Zellner, because she's the best. Thank you.
Next, we have Ruthie Higgins.
Hello, everybody. My name's Ruthie Higgins. I currently attend Western Michigan University, and I'm in pre-physician assistant studies. I'd just like to thank everyone involved in the scholarship committee. It means a lot.
Next, we have Ben Higgins.
Hi, I'm Ben Higgins. I'm attending Western Michigan University. I'm in my 2nd year. My major is flight science, and I'd like to thank the Cox-Stein-Warbleski Scholarship for this and everyone involved. Thank you.
Next, we have Caitlin Postuma.
Hello, everybody. I'm Caitlin Postuma, and I'm a senior in high school right now. And next year, I am going to Henry Ford College to play softball and study environmental science. I just want to thank everybody here tonight, and I'm thankful, very thankful for this scholarship.
Okay, next we have Chloe Seneca. Now, we do have a requirement that you have to be here to get your scholarship. The only problem is Chloe's in the Caribbean attending medical school at Antigua College, so we didn't think it would quite make any sense to require her to fly all the way back here for just a short period of time. So her dad, Dan, will accept this. He's the one smiling more anyway, so.
Thank you very much. Chloe, her mom, and myself really appreciate this opportunity and the scholarship every year. Her grandfather was one of the gentlemen that was killed in the accident, and it's a great honor to receive this. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Okay, now we go to the Hall of Fame scholarships. We'll start with Madeline Hachinsky.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Madeline Hachinsky, and I am a recipient of the Riverview Hall of Fame Scholarship. I have attended Riverview since kindergarten, starting at Forest Elementary, and this fall I will be attending Michigan Technological University, way up in the UP, to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. With that degree, I hope to work for the organization Engineers Without Borders, helping underdeveloped communities get access to basic necessities like clean drinking water. And I would like to thank my family, teachers, and the Riverview Hall of Fame Committee for making this award possible. Thank you.
Okay, next we have Janina Hysenia. And I've been practicing this all afternoon. I hope I got it right.
Hi everyone, my name is Janina Hyseni and I'm a recipient of the Hall of Fame Scholarship. In the fall, I will be attending Grand Valley State University to pursue a degree in nursing with a hope to become a pediatric nurse practitioner in the future. I would like to thank my family, friends, and the educators at Riverview Community High School for getting me to this spot, and I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame Committee for the scholarship. Thank you.
Okay, next we have Abigail Kornacki.
Hi everyone, my name is Abigail Kornacki and I'm a recipient of the Hall of Fame Scholarship. Next year I'll be attending Saginaw Valley State University to pursue a degree in nursing with the hope of studying abroad while I'm there. I hope to be able to go to an underserved population and provide health care for them for free. So I'm very grateful for the scholarship because it will make that goal possible, so I really appreciate it. I'd like to thank my family, my teachers, all the staff, and of course the Hall of Fame Committee for making this possible. Thank you.
Okay, next we have Ellie Kulik.
Oh man, what is there about myself that's interesting that I can say after 15 amazing other people? My name is Ellie Kulik, and thanks to the Hall of Fame Scholarship, I should be able to achieve my dream of pursuing a career in forensic pathology at either the College of Worcester in Ohio or the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Absolutely, go blue. Because of this scholarship and because of the many familiar and unfamiliar faces in this room, this dream of mine can actually become a reality. So I would like to especially thank the Hall of Fame Committee for this award. Thank you.
Next we have Kayla Schock.
Hello everyone, my name is Kayla Schock and I intend to go to Western Michigan University to study biomedical sciences in order for the MCAT and to go into psychiatry. And I would like to thank the Hall of Fame committee and my staff and my family, my best friends, anybody who has helped me get to this point, and yeah. and Mr. Hatzel for all these snow days.
Congratulations. Next, we have Tyler Zielinski.
Hello, I'm Tyler Zielinski. I plan on attending either the University of Michigan Ann Arbor or Columbia College Chicago in the fall to study film and media production. I would like to thank the Hall of Fame committee for this great honor and for my teachers for their brilliant teaching and passions who have gotten me here today, and my mom and dad. I love you guys so much, more than you'll ever know, and I'm so thankful for you guys, and just thank you.
Okay, now I would like to have all the parents that took a little bit of part to make this possible for all this group of scholarship winners up here to stand up, please. And your kids and everybody here is going to give you a round of applause. Now, we can't help any more with the wallet, but we'll do the best we can. Okay, next we have a Lifetime Achievement Award, and this goes to Nancy Finlayson. Come on up here. Okay, Nancy's from Ohio, Bowling Green, Falcon, and she began her career in Riverview in 1968. She was a music teacher, and she taught in every school in Riverview, and everybody knew what their part was in a program that she directed. They didn't have a choice. She did outstanding programs, and she did them. They were all different. They were all, if she was at more than one school, there were 3 different programs, or 4, however many schools she happened to be at that particular time. Anyway, she has since done a lot of things in her work after retiring. She has made over 300 presentations to libraries about lighthouses. She's gone to see many of these lighthouses, and she's seen over 500 actually. And she also is in a quilting guild, and she donated more than 250 gifts to the different raffles, donations, etc. She's also a volunteer at the Farm and Garden Club in Ann Arbor, and she's an active member of Alpha Delta Kappa. And then she can tell you the rest of it. Nancy Finlayson.
I was as surprised as many of you when Mary Zellner called me in early February to tell me of this award. And because I have not been to the Hall of Fame banquet for a few years, I was expecting the other 10 people who would be getting the same award to be up here with me. It was not till tonight that I realized that I was the only recipient of that award, and I consider that to be quite an honor. I would guess that some of you, former students and former parents of those students, who had me as a teacher in the late 20th century, were shocked to hear that I was still among the living. Frankly, I am too. I retired a long time ago, and thanks for remembering. I spent my entire teaching career in Riverview, and since someone mentioned 68, you can figure out the years from that. I was recruited by the late superintendent, Dr. Porter, who seemed to think that he could get some of his best candidates from the Bowling Green Falcons. And I'm very thankful for that. In fact, he hired me in March before I had even done my student teaching that year, which is a shock, yes. My position as elementary music teacher was the envy of my college classmates. I really came up with the best position of my entire college music class. I would only be in 1 1/3 schools, Huntington and Downing. There was limited traveling. I had almost, teachers, you would not believe this, almost an unlimited budget. That was 1968. And I met my lower elementary classes 3 times a week, and the upper elementary 45 minutes twice a week. And then I inherited a glee club that met after school for 45 minutes twice a week. And also, I got a raise before I even started teaching, which was great. That's what strikes did back in the 1960s. You remember that, Fred? Yes, okay. The situation back then was unbelievable, and I know it's totally unbelievable now. Although through budget cuts and levy failures and unpaid tax bills over the year, the special classes such as music and art would be eliminated by the district and then brought back. However, I am very proud that Riverview always brought these classes back. So good for you, Riverview, in keeping the specials as part of your schedule. And as Fred said, during my tenure, I taught in every school that has ever existed in the city of Riverview, those that are nothing more than grass at this particular point. So again, that points out a little bit about how old I am. And anybody who's a traveling teacher in Riverview has a Riverview cop story. My particular story took place on Sibley Road, which has a ridiculously low speed limit. Especially if you only have 15 minutes to make it between buildings. But yes, there was that little blue light in my mirror as I pulled over. And as the policeman came up to my car, I recognized him. It was Pat Knight. And so he leaned in, and of course he asked me my name, and he asked me where I was going, and I said, well, I'm the music teacher here in Riverview, and I'm heading to Forest School. And he said, do you know my wife, Kathy? And I said, oh, yes, I know Kathy very, very well. And he said, okay, just slow down when you go down Sibley Road from now on. So I avoided a ticket, and I did not repeat that mistake 2 days later.
You're smarter than
yeah. But what made my teaching career so enjoyable at Riverview were my colleagues, the students, and the parents. The support I had for my programs was incredible. From helping with costumes, and certainly Mrs. Meeks, I think you were one of those parents that helped me out, to the money that was given to me by the Parents Club for for the music, and also parents who helped paint scenery and helped assemble props that we needed. I was able to concentrate on preparing the students to perform on a stage, to be proud of themselves, and to always do their best. I always tried to give as many students as possible a starring role in the productions, even if it was just 3 words. I knew for many students this might be their one and only chance to be a star, and how that moment in the spotlight could make a profound difference in their lives and build confidence for future achievements. I have one correction on my biography that's in your program. I am a quilter, but even being the avid quilter that I am, I could not complete 100 quilts in 2 years. That should be 25 years. And also some of my students, I'm so proud of them as to what they have accomplished. One of my former students is J.J. Hatzel. Mr. Hatzel, I do not know where you are sitting. You have not come up and gushed over me as your music teacher yet. And one of the reasons for that is music was not one of JJ's favorite subjects. You can't win them all, and you better try, because you never know where they're going to end up. So even though I have lived most of my life in Ann Arbor and did that 34-mile commute for 25 years, to this day, my best friends are and continue to be the ones I made right here in Riverview. I know that those friends and family who cannot be here with me tonight are with me in spirit. They're not dead yet either. Thank you for honoring me with this award.
Congratulations, Nancy. There he is, see? He was the one that was the mouth. He didn't let him sing, just make it look like he were. Uh-oh.
She's right about the singing and music. However, I came to Riverview in 2nd grade, and in 3rd grade, she made me be the main role in her play as Santa Claus, and I was mortified, but as she mentioned, it turned out to be a very good thing, right? So thank you, Mrs. Finlayson. Well deserved.
See, we even have everybody here from Santa Claus to physics guys to nurses and doctors and football players, and what more can you ask for? Okay, now our Hall of Fame honorees. Our first one tonight is not with us anymore, but it's Dick Sinner, and we're going to bring up Roger to introduce him. And I'm going to let you say everything about him, so I don't take any of your stuff.
Thank you. By the way, Mary, you said I was going to be talking in front of 10 people. This is 10,000 people. I have to change a few things here. I feel very humble and honored to be standing here, accepting the Hall of Fame award for Dick Sinner posthumously. He died 14 months ago, and standing in here for his wife, Jane, who was unable to travel to Michigan to take part in these ceremonies. She is 90 years old. Dick was a close friend and did so much for those whom he had contact with, both in the schools and also in the community of Riverview. What did he give to the community, you ask? The sound of music. Dick began his teaching career in the town of Marlette, Michigan, before coming to Riverview and blessing us with his talent and his personality. When he came, he was assigned to teach music at the high school, junior high, where he took over the duties of being the band director, as well as teaching regular instrumental music. He put in many, many extra hours, especially with the marching band. I wish you could ask his wife, Jane. During his Riverview years, Dick made a deep and lasting impact on so many students, and indeed on the whole community. That for quite a while after his retirement, people had been talking about possibly honoring him in some way. Finally, a group of former students of his decided to act and came to Mary for guidance on how to nominate Dick for the honor, which is being bestowed tonight. But during his early years in Riverview, I had no contact with Dick, as I was an elementary teacher at Forest. For many years, as we all know too well, Riverview Schools had its way of bringing people into unexpected contact with each other, and that is how we two guys got together. Or when the front office folks decided that Dick must teach skills also in the elementary students for the musicians who will be. He was assigned to travel to all the elementary schools during the course of the school year, and when he was at Forest, we instantly struck up a friendship which endured. Thus, here I am today to share a few personal anecdotes about my friendship with Dick during and after his Riverview years. The first year or two after we had become friends at Forest School, when he learned that I had just bought a new Catalina convertible, Dick asked me if I would consider chauffeuring the newly chosen band Sweetheart for the year into the stadium, perched on the back of my convertible of my new car. Well, did I want to carry the band Sweetheart in my beautiful convertible? You bet your sweet bippy I did. End of story. But music and band were not the only things that he liked doing. He also had a deep love for the water, and especially sailing on it. And so it was inevitable that he eventually bought a 32-foot sailboat to sail, and also, if possible, to race. Dick's boat was moored at the Ford Yacht Club, and he quickly became aware that the club had races scheduled regularly every Wednesday. When he finally decided to participate and race against several other boats, this was fun. Dick cleverly timed his maneuvers. I wish I could tell you how he did that, but he did it. So that, yes, I was one of the crew. Crossed the starting line just as the race began. He was the first boat over the starting line. So we were in the lead, but the race lasted probably about an hour and a half. And I would rather not tell you just what place we finished in, but it was not first. Sadly, Mother Nature had intervened. The wind died down. The spinnaker lost its puffiness and drooped sadly. So we putt-putted the little outboard, now motorized, sailboat gently home somewhere in the back of the fleet. So you can see that school years with Dick were great. But the years of retirement proved to be every bit an eventful and memorable situation. The relationship between Dick and Jane and me grew stronger as I began to visit them regularly as time permitted, even after they moved to California. We spent a lot of my visits out there exploring the West Coast. Such a wonderful couple they were to visit. We took short trips around Southern California for many years, from San Diego to Santa Barbara to Victorville. Anybody know Victorville? What's that Victorville? Well, I'll tell you. The Roy Rogers Museum was there, and it proudly displayed a fully stuffed trigger. You hear about that? In all its Palomino glory. Personally enjoyable as my memories of traveling with them were one of their own adventures, which I only heard about after the fact and really sticks in my mind. And I'd like to share it with you. One day during their first year of retirement in California, Dick and Jane decided to travel south to San Diego and attend a weekend jazz festival. They made the hour or so drive, found a place to park near the concert venue, and headed off to enjoy the music. After hours, days of beautiful music, they headed back to find their car and head back home for the night. What a shock. However, when they discovered that their car had apparently left without them. Authorities were called. Helpful people got them back up to their home in Buena Park. And in the days to come, the California Highway Patrol, who had originally been notified of their missing vehicle, finally were able to let them know that their errant vehicle had apparently made its way to Tijuana, Mexico, where it had been taken by a volunteer chauffeur. Wasn't that nice? Who had offered to show it a good time and south of the border. Well, the police cautioned them, however, that since it was up to the Mexican government to decide whether or not to return stolen property, they might find themselves being pressured to pay more than the vehicle was actually worth. In addition, police stressed that under no circumstances should they attempt to go down there and try to retrieve their stolen Toronado, no matter how much they missed it. What they started out to be was an enjoyable getaway had become a very costly lesson. I really can't count the many miles we racked up. So many. I talked to Jane last night, and we reminisced about all of the places that we had gone, and they're in the thousands of miles. I think there was 22 times I went out there to be with them. The hours in the car were always fun, especially when Dick's musical bug hit him. Hang on. Occasionally, for no reason at all, he would bust into a song, and it was always the same song. Anybody here know Elvira? Oh, you do? Well, you thought I was going to be the only one singing. What I want you to do is, let's do it for Dick. Jane, you got to go, Elvira. And Dick had a way of doing that. I can't do it, but here it is. It's Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire, Elvira. And I'll give you 1, 2, L, okay? Ready? 1, 2, Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire, Elvira. Very good, very good. Well, that's how Dick's solos always went. And I have tried to give you a synopsis of Richard, both in the school system and as a great friend. Thank you for letting me share these memories with you as we gather to honor Dick this evening. Thank you.
He'll be at the American Legion every Thursday night. Thank you, Roger. That's Roger Fisher. Thank you. Okay, next we have the Riverview Hall of Fame, Mike Sobel. Mike's been in the family's been in Riverview since 1972. One of the original owners in the Forest. First kindergarten class to open Forest Elementary School. He also graduated from Riverview High School in 1986. After graduating, he went to work at Great Lakes Steel Division, been there 37 years. Looking, yeah, is he the boss? He finally made it to the boss, huh? All right. You know, Mike has been with the company since they've changed ownership, and he's as a senior metallurgical chemical supervisor. Spent 3 years, shy of 4 decades, working in the plant. Then he married Lisa Owens, Lisa Sobel. You see her pictures all over the advertisement because she'll sell you a house if you need a house right now. And they also had a son, Mike, grew up in Riverview, played football. Mike began his football career, well, he played football for Doc Lesnar. Then he began coaching freshman football, but because of work schedule, he could not continue to do that. And then he got involved in the Junior Football League, was president of that organization for many years, and to this day, he is still involved in the Riverview Football Organization. He also continues to serve as a head coach. Well, no, I don't know if he's no head coach now or not, but he's still in the vice president of the Booster Club, and he still holds that office today. He's an involved member in the football community here in Riverview for the past 46 years. Mike Sobel.
Thank you very much. I wrote a quick speech. It's going to be short and sweet, I promise. But first I have to say, Mr. Fisher, I still use the math tricks you taught me in 6th grade to this day. I really do. It's amazing to see you today. First, Mrs. Zellner, thank you. And the entire Hall of Fame committee, this undertaking, if anybody knows Mrs. Zellner, you do what she says. So, I want to thank the people who nominated me, Mr. Merrill Hall, Tony Pisciuto, Jim Mena, and anybody else who was involved in this. I will get even with you. Growing up here, I was nominated because I volunteer. It's just that simple. I was a volunteer coach, volunteered, you know, I got suckered into running for board members and stuff like that. And, you know, it's what I like to do. I like to help out. So why do I do this? Is because I learned it from my mom and dad. My mom Carol, she was RBA secretary, den mother, Cub Scout den mother for me, which wasn't fun, trust me. She was a Brownie and Girl Scout leader. She was the team mom before team moms became the big thing. My dad was a coach for the RBA for me, my brother, for years. He started taking stats in Little League football in 1977. And then in 78, he started coaching with a bunch of crazy men who I won't mention their names. And did that until 92. So, you know, that's a lot of years. And I seen it. I mean, that was 7 years after I graduated. He was still doing it. So I had coaches in the programs, Little League through high school, who didn't have kids in the program. Coach Borgert, Coach Dodd, Coach Gambino, who's sitting up here with me. Thank you, Coach. None of them had kids in the program. They were doing it because they loved what they did, and I got that from them. Growing up here in the city of Riverview was great. I mean, you couldn't, during the summer, you wake up in the morning, the sun was shining. My brother and I could hop on our bikes, go to any park, anywhere, and you'd find enough guys to play baseball, football, basketball, whatever the sport the season was, you had enough. And it was 2 teams. It wasn't like 4 kids on each side. You had teams. Some of those kids are still here today for me, and I appreciate it. The Pfeiffers, Mike Sells, Vollmers, Moretti's, Donathans, Warlicks, Kulishevskis. They're all here. It's still hanging out. We're all still friends. We went to kindergarten together, right, Shell? All the way through. I mean, that's what's great about this city. It's just, it's a great city. You know, people ask me, why do I continue to do this? Number one, I love it. It's fun. I have fun with the people. I've met so many great parents and the kids. I've been lucky. I've been blessed with great kids. Josh is here. Kenny's over in the corner. Yeah, I'm just been lucky. I got invited to West Point. One of my kids, I call them all my kids, graduated from West Point, and Coach Mena and I got to go and see that. It's amazing. Now, those kids are having kids. So it's pretty amazing, really. And I continue to do it because I love it. It's just one of those things that, I don't know, you just, when you enjoy what you do, you just keep doing it. So I would encourage everybody here, if you've got time, get out and just help out. If it's a Friday night football game, you can work concessions, or I do chains, you know, get out and help. And if you can't do that, think about umpiring or refereeing. You can make a couple bucks doing it, mind you, but it's also supporting the sports that you loved growing up. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. In the immortal words of Mr. Charlie Mikesell, once a pirate, always a pirate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. You got to get your picture taken for the 10th time up here right now. Follow directions now. Come on. Okay. The silent auction is still going on, so keep filling your names in there. And so before you leave, I want to congratulate all the young people up here for their fine jobs that they have done over the last 12 years or more for some of them. You read about what our, you know, the youth is, but you certainly don't find it here. You find people that are committed, they know what they want to do, they're on a mission to accomplish what they are setting out to do, and I think we'll be in good hands as long as that continues. Also like to congratulate the Hall of Fame winners, Mike and Dick, for their tremendous service to the Riverview community. As you can see around here, there's a whole lot of years of commitment to Riverview. So again, thank you all. Have a great night. Don't forget to sign up for the